Hi, and welcome back. This is calling your lead. So I'm going to go over the scenarios of calling your lead, what to do if they say yes, no, and everything in between. So this will be pretty thorough, but very important. So once again, I have the page pulled up where they'll be registering. Once again, the page changes, every few weeks, but it's always going to look the same. It's always going to be on the right-hand side. And remember, your lead's information will simply be right there. So there it is, phone number and everything, sign up location, your name. You already have their email address. So I'm going to go ahead and do a little role playing here for a call so you can get an idea. You're going to have the script. It's also going to be written below the video. Okay, so you're going to call them at the number on file, and if they do, let's go with they do answer first. If they answer, then great. You'll have this pulled up by your side, or you'll have it pulled up, or write it down so you memorize it. But I'm going to pretend like I'm calling someone named John, and I'm going to say, "Hi, John. My name is Chris." Obviously, you're going to say your name. So you would say, "Hi, John. My name is your name." So my name is Chris, and I received information about that you wanted to make money online. I received your information about wanting to make money online. Got a little tongue-tied there, and you're going to wait for them to reply. So your lead that you called John, he's going to say, "Oh yeah, I filled out a form," and he'll probably say yes, or most of the time you're going to hear yes, 90% of the time. If they say no. Okay, if they say no for some reason, like, "Oh, I don't remember filling out a form," then you're going to ask them, "Oh, okay, well, did you want some information?" You're basically going to ask them now, is that okay if I give you some information about making money online? And then if they say no after that, or they're rude, or they just don't sound interested anymore, then you can go ahead and end the call. Just be like, "Okay, well, thank you anyways for your time. Hope you have a great rest of the day." Okay, that's very rare. You're only going to probably see that like 1 or 2% of the time, but that's if they do say no. Most likely they're going to say yes because they did fill out the form and you obviously have their phone number. So when they say, yeah, I did, I was looking at something, then all you're going to do is ask them, "Are you near a computer right now?" Okay, so this is very important. You don't want to miss the step. You want to ask them, "Are you near a computer right now?" Reason for that being is you want to know if they're near a computer. That way you can help them further along. You can basically walk them through the process and actually make make some money online, and that way you can get paid too. So hopefully they are at a computer. Most of the time they will be. If they're at home, most of the time they will be. So then you're going to basically say, "Great, if you have a few minutes." Okay, the script below the video will be more thorough, but great. If you have a few minutes, I'm going to have you register for a live free webinar. It'll only take you about 2 minutes to register. I have a website address for you. Let me know if you can go to this link right now. Okay, and if they're at a computer, they should have no problem. You're going to give them your link. Okay, you have two options. You can read it to them. Okay, you can read it to them, have them type it in manually, or you can basically say, "Hey, I already have your email address is chrisg6@gmail.com," because you're going to have the lead's email address. Or you can ask them over the phone, "Hey, what's the best email address? And I would like to email you. I'd like to email you the link." Okay, and you have two options. So you can email it to them, or you can have them type it in. If they type it in, or you send it through email, you want to confirm they're on the right page. So you should be like, "Okay, what page do you see in front of you? Do you see where it's asking for your name, your email, and your phone number and a webinar time?" Don't worry so much about this because, like I said, this changes so often. But this is what's important. Hey, do you see a spot on the right where it's asking for your name, your email, and your phone number? And if they say yes, then they're on the right page. If they say no, then then you need to kind of find out what they typed in and probably have them retype it. So once you've confirmed they're on the right page, you're going to have them register. Just be like, "Okay, well, go ahead and register, enter your information, and as you're going down, choose a webinar time that fits best for you." And once again, if they say for some reason, "Oh, none of these times work," just tell them to pick the one that's closest, and they can always change it later or get a recorded version, which will send them some information, which the system actually automatically sends them information. Okay, so that's it. And after they register, then you just want to thank them. You just want to be like, okay, when you end the call, because after they've registered, be like, "Okay, hi, John. thanks again, John, for taking the time to register. I really hope you find the time to attend the webinar when you can. There's a lot of valuable information that's covered. It's live, so you can ask questions, and I really hope to see you there. So you're going to make it really personal. You're going to be like, hey, John, I really hope to see you there, and you'll get some future emails and some information. Okay. If they start asking you what the webinar is about, that's when you can answer. The webinar is about it's about making money, investing, and finances. So those are the three things that you can say. You can say all three or one of those. So I usually say all three. That's it. After they register, you can end the call. Okay, hi, John. Thanks again, John, for taking the time to go and register. I hope you have a great day, and you'll receive more information on that through email when it's time for you to attend. Okay. Now, for some reason, if they're not near a computer, no problem. That's fine. If they're out on the road or if they're just out in the yard, is that okay if I email? And you can text too if you're more comfortable with texting. Is that okay if I email or text the link to you and you can register? When you're at the computer, you can register. Most likely they'll agree if you've gotten this far in the call, but if for some reason they don't agree, then you can definitely you can definitely find out more and be like, okay, well, if this is something you're not interested in, that's okay, and then thank them for your time. But most likely they're going to agree if they've gotten this far with you and they seem pretty friendly. And then you're going to basically email them. Okay, and then once again you're going to remind them, okay, well, my name is, because you're going to be ending the call because these calls are like under 5 minutes. Okay, my name is Chris. You'll be receiving an email from me. Be sure to register as soon as possible, and spots are limited. The reason why you tell them your name is because they probably get quite a few emails, some of these people. So if you tell them your name, they're going to make sure they see your email. So just let them know spots are limited and to register as soon as possible. This is the email format we use. This will be below. The subject you should send them is "we talked on the phone today." Okay, because you really want your email to stand out. And you're going to say, hi, Lee's name. So, hi, John. This is Chris. We talked earlier today on the phone. I wanted you to send the webinar link. Be sure to register and attend on the time that works best for you. Visit. And that's it. Send them the link to register. So far, pretty easy, right? You haven't had to do much. These calls would be under these 5 minutes. The only reason why they wouldn't be under 5 minutes is if there's major technical difficulties with them trying to get to your page, or the person you got just likes to talk a lot, and hopefully you can gain control of that call and just kind of end it. But it's okay if they want to talk a lot, if they're being friendly or they're sharing this or that. It's just a great way for you to make some extra, income, and this webinar can really benefit them, as well. And that's it. So those are some scenarios that we would cover. I mean, really, if they say no, and they don't sound very happy for whatever reason, which is only going to happen 1 or 2% of the time, it's very, very slim, just because they've already been pre-screened. So the nice thing about pre-screening is you're not cold calling these people. They're pre-screened by our video. So you only get a very slim number. That's why we do it this way. And it's just helps the quality of the lead that we're contacting. So if they are rude or they say no, just thank them for your time, and you don't have to call them again. And we pretty much covered the scenarios of calling your lead. So in the next video, I'm going to talk about what happens when your lead does not answer. So if you get their voicemail, what you need to do to get the results there, because there will be times where you're going to get voicemail. I'd probably say 30% of your calls will probably be voicemail, just reality. So if you get voicemail, there'll be certain things you need to do. So take a look below. I'll have the script below the video. It'll be a little bit more thorough than the one of my rough strap that I have here. But I hope that helps. I hope you get the idea. If you follow the script, that's going to be great. Now you're allowed to go outside the script. You're not stuck to just this. But just remember not to make any false guarantees or promises like, oh yeah, if you attend this webinar, you can't lie to your lead. Like if you opt in, you're going to get a free iPad. You can't do anything crazy like that. You can't promise them gift cards or prizes. You basically just say, hey, if you register, it's a free webinar. There's a lot of good information. It's about money, making money online, investing, and finances. You do that, you're going to be fine. You're going to be in compliance with what we want and with what our company wants as well. So hopefully that makes sense, and I'll see you in the next video for voicemails.